The sun burned down on the pavement outside Rusty's bar, a popular hangout for the Iron Vultures, a tough biker gang that ruled part of Southern California like wild wolves. Their world was full of loud engines, louder laughter, and beer-fueled pride. Then one day, a man walked in. He was big, in his late 40s, with a round belly, wearing a faded Marine Corps hat and loose jeans. He walked with a limp in his left leg. To the bikers, he looked like a joke, and they made sure he knew it. "Hey, look, Uncle Sam ate too many donuts," one laughed, slapping the bar. Another added, "You lose a war or just your waistline, old man?" The veteran didn't react. He sat at the bar, asked for a glass of water, and pulled out an old flip phone. "Whoa, it's a fossil," another biker laughed. "Calling your nurse?" The veteran gave a slight smile. "Nope, just someone who owes me a favor." He hit one number on speed dial. 15 minutes later, the rumble of engines filled the air. But not from Harleys. Sleek black SUVs and gray military bikes rolled in. They were quiet, focused, and serious. The bar went silent. From the lead SUV stepped a man in full combat gear, sunglasses on, hand resting on his gun. More soldiers followed. Special Forces, Delta Force, SEALs, ghosts. The veteran stood up and put a $10 bill on the bar. "I served with those men," he said. "You all think brotherhood is about patches and bar fights. We spill blood for hours." The gang froze. One look at these soldiers said it all. The vet limped out, not looking back. His team stared the bikers down as they followed him. No threats, no violence, just a message. Don't laugh at a warrior until you know he's war. The Iron Vulture stood still in the parking lot, suddenly feeling small. The veteran, still nameless to them, climbed into the SUV. The man in combat gear, named Mako, turned to the bikers. "If any of you ever touch that man again, we won't come with SUVs next time. Got it?" No one spoke. No one sneered. Just quiet, terrified nods. The convoy rolled away, leaving dust and shaken pride. Inside the SUV, the veteran stared out the window. "You didn't have to bring this much backup," he muttered. "You called," Mako replied. "That's enough." They sat in silence, not awkward, just familiar. The kind of quiet formed on battlefields in Kandahar and Ramadi. "You still got it," Mako said, glancing at the vet's rough hands. "Not really. Hips are fused, knees are junk. But I can still make a call." He cracked a dry smile. "Guess I scared him." "You reminded them that real warriors don't bark. We bite." Back at Rusty's, the bikers tried to laugh it off. "Just some wannabes," one said. "No." Razor, the gang's leader, muttered. He was a former army dropout. "Those weren't wannabes. That was Tier 1, Delta or worse." He finished his drink and slammed it on the bar. "Find out who that guy is. Now." Cut to a dusty house near Lancaster, California. The veteran sat on a porch swing, sipping sweet tea and watching the sunset. A young man, maybe in his 20s, walked up. "You okay, Pop?" "Yeah, Matty. Just had to remind some punks that fat doesn't mean soft." Matt smiled. "Still scaring people, huh?" The vet shrugged. "Sometimes all it takes is one call." Meanwhile, Razor was leaning over a laptop. One of his guys had pulled up an old, grainy military photo. It showed a serious group of soldiers in the desert, and there he was, the fat old man. Name: Gunnery Sergeant Jack Reaper Dalton, USMC, retired. Awards: Silver Star, Bronze Star, Purple Heart. Unit: Marine Recon, Joint Operations with Delta. Notable op: Operation Black Winter. Razor swallowed hard. We messed up. 2 days later, Rusty's bar was quieter than usual. The Iron Vultures were tense. Razor was pacing behind the bar, chain smoking. His lieutenants sat around a table. "Anything else on him?" Razor asked. A younger guy, Twitch, nodded. "Yeah, Jack Dalton. 30 years in Black Ops. Taught at Quantico. Honorably discharged after a mission in Syria went wrong. Got half his team out. Took 3 bullets in the leg. Still walked the rest to safety." Razor clenched his jaw. No one's messed with him since. No one's even seen him since. Another biker, Smokes, asked. "So what now? Let him punk us?" Razor slammed the table. "We don't fight back. We find leverage." At Jack's house, he was fixing up an old motorcycle in the garage when he heard gravel crunching. He looked up. Mako stood there, arms crossed. "You're being watched." Jack wiped his hands. "Figures. Razor's not the type to back down. I had a drone nearby. One of their guys checked out your kid's high school yesterday." Jack froze. "You sure?" "Positive." Jack didn't say anything. He walked into the house, opened a metal locker, and pulled out an old canvas bag. Inside, dog tags. A sidearm, a black comm headset. "Can you still reach Ghost 6? Mako smiled faintly. Already did. That night, out in the desert, 4 biker gang members, Twitch, Smokes, and 2 others, rode under the moonlight to send a message. Maybe scare Jack, maybe hurt his kid. They didn't make it far. The desert lit up with lasers and silent flashes. Bikes were stopped by spike traps. In seconds, they were zip-tied, gagged, and hooded. A voice came through a headset. "This is Reaper. You're alive right now because I let you live. If you or your crew go near my family again, I'll come for you, and no one will stop me." Ghost 6 copies that. You get one chance. Walk away. They were dumped outside Rusty's, bruised and half naked. A note was pinned to one of them. This was mercy. Don't ask for the alternative. Inside the bar, Razor read the note. His hands were shaking. "I told you," he muttered. "That man's not fat. He's full of demons." Past midnight, Razor got a call from a blocked number. Against his better judgment, he picked up. "Razor," a calm voice said. "Who the hell is this?" "You know who it is." Silence. You have a choice, Jack said. Take your boys and vanish, or I'll put your names on a list, and I don't stop until the list is done. You think you scare me? Razor spat. You're just one man. Jack gave a cold chuckle. I'm never just one man. Click. The call ended. Razor's hand was shaking. Flashback. Mosul, Iraq, 2006. Gunfire echoed. Buildings exploded. A younger Jack kicked down a door, leading a fire team. A hostage was tied to a chair. 2 insurgents raised their rifles. Jack shot them both before they could blink. Clear, he yelled. He ran to a young soldier, bleeding near the door. Mo. Jack carried him out under fire. He never left anyone behind. Present day. Jack sat on the porch, sipping tea, calm but alert. Across the street, a surveillance van watched everything. Drones flew overhead. He didn't want war. He had left that life behind. But he would finish one if it started. At Vulture HQ, Razor met with a new man in a tailored suit, cold and slick. We need to take him out, Razor said. The man smirked. You're asking Black Badge for help? I'm not asking. I'm hiring. The price is steep. Razor nodded. Do it. Later that week, Jack found a letter in his mailbox. No stamp, no return address. Inside was a photo of his son walking home from school. One word was written. Soon. Jack didn't flinch. He reached for his phone, but this time he didn't call Mo. He called someone else. A woman answered. Her voice was soft but dangerous. Reaper? Yeah, I need Havoc Squad. All of them. Loud or silent? Silent, for now. Copy. We're inbound. Ending scene. A warehouse in Nevada. A group of mercenaries trained for their mission. One aimed his rifle at a photo of Jack. Target is ex-Marine. Old, limp, should be easy. The lights cut out. One by one, the mercenaries vanished into the darkness. No gunshots, no screams, just silence. A message lit up on the wall in red laser paint. You picked the wrong ghost.